okay, what do you think about this? People have written, they're like, hey, are you going to teach a how to human course, or like, are you going to do some kind of retreat? As I understand, people, we're in such an isolated world now. People feel alone, and we want to have experiences, like life experiences together, not being just a passive viewer, but to have companionship and feel like we're a part of something. Well, did you know that after I got sober, I started doing stand-up, and then I'm like, God, wouldn't it be cool? I was thinking about the audience, if they were more, not just passive, but they were part of the show. And I did a thing where I had like all these people dressed up like lumberjacks in the crowd. So the audience was like, why are there so many lumberjacks here? I was just messing with ideas, And then I went to this party, this rock, paper, scissors rumble underneath the First Street Bridge in downtown LA. And I had brought my like karate outfit. I had this Speedo that said like Heat Throb on it. And I was after getting sober, that I was addicted to exercising, and so I had oiled my body up, and I'm Rochambeauing in the circle, and there was like 500 people around screaming like it's life or death, and I'm like, this is it, look at this amazing experience we're all having together over this kind of silly thing that we can all be a part of, but we're all pushing our limits in a safe way to enjoy this thing that isn't focused around, alcohol or other things. And so I started doing these parties and, hosting them, and it was really fun. LA Times even wrote a bad article on it, but I was so delusionally confident back then. I was like, thank you so much. Wow. I didn't even see that it was negative. I was like, okay. But anyways, so now imagine, now I have this new energy coming from you, which I'm thankful for. People are saying, hey, what are you going to do? Where's this all going to, Well, what if we did something like that, like another version of what I was doing years ago? I mean, I like this idea of playing the role of yourself. Dolores talked a little bit about that, like coming on here like it is a stage, and allowing yourself to play. Because through play, that's how you discover, and, you can overcome fear. So what if we did something where like we all went to some town, I don't know where, this is just rough brainstorm, and you are allowed, the ethos of it, the collective idea is that, hey, we're here and we're all gonna get to play again. We get to play by ourselves, right? and we can mess around with what the ideas of like civilization is and deconstructing it or whatever. I don't totally know what the goal is, but it'd be like a weekend, or I don't know. I did have an idea for a little while. I'm like, what if we bought one of those $5 towns in Italy? They'll come up, they're like, you can buy a whole town in Italy for $15. I'm like, let's do that, right? And then you get to play the role of the coffee shop person or whatever, and we're like, hey, we're not using money this week, we're all agree that dance is currency, because currency is in question, everything's in question. And so it's a town where we reimagine what civilization could be, but not like a cult. This is like a place where you go to play, and then you go back to your life, because anytime I think people stick around in an organization, it gets corrupt somewhere, and then I don't know, there's always like a death. Well, we gotta die before this happens, I don't want that.